We have enjoyed being your anchors.
Until next time.
Have a great week, Cavaliers.
One global pandemic later.
Welcome back, Cavaliers.
It's been a long time, Maya, but this time I think the CavCast is back to stay.
Well, I sure hope so. We got a lot to cover today, Colin, so let's get this underway.
Thanks, guys, and now on to the week of September 27th, or better known as Homecoming Week. We celebrate with a Spirit Week, variety show, parade, powder puff game, and a pep rally to get everyone excited for our homecoming football game. So how difficult is it for you to prepare for Homecoming Week?
It's pretty difficult. So to have homecoming in October, we have to start planning all the way back in May. So we have to get students from the semester before to start thinking of ideas like, who's the school we're going to play, so then maybe what do we put on the t-shirt, and start contacting all the officials from the towns to get ready for the parade, all the clubs to get ready for the parade, the pep rally. We have so many people involved in all these aspects of the pep rally. The dance, we got to get a DJ. The tickets, we got to design. So there's so many elements that takes a lot to put together. It takes a lot of people. So we're always appreciative for all the help that we.
And last, why did you think it was important to have a homecoming week?
Homecoming is a way to try to get the school and all the students in the school to have a little bit more fun than a normal week of school. They get to dress up, they get to do fun activities, they get to get all sorts of, prizes, they get ready for the dance. And not only that, but homecoming is something that's beyond just the students in the building right now. We have people from 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 40 years ago look forward to this weekend because it's their reunion, and they try to get back together. So they always like being able to go to the game or have an event together. So it's a way to kind of mix the current student body with the greater community, and to have like one big LP family in a sense.
Thank you.
Sure.
Wow, what an exciting week for everyone who participated.
Bet it was, and I can't wait to see what else the council has planned for this year.
Me too. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Brianna. I think everyone enjoyed Homecoming Week. I know we did.
Where are we, Maya?
I'm not sure. In the 4 years we've been here, I've never seen this place.
It's been 4 years already?
Yeah, it's been a wild ride, from polar vortexes to gas leaks and a global pandemic to online learning.
Is that just us, or is it everyone under us? Either way, let's talk to some seniors.
Here's Tyler Becket with your senior segment.
Thanks, Colin and Maya. I am here at the senior handprint wall. The senior handprint wall is a tradition and is a way for seniors to leave their marks after working hard and hanging in there for 4 years. Even though 2 of those years weren't exactly full years, it's nice to be back in a somewhat normal state, like having a homecoming dance and a CavCast. Looking forward to the future, it's time to apply for colleges. A lot of us already even finished. The past few weeks, counselors have already started doing what they call Decision Day, where they call seniors down to see what their plans are. And now we go to Mrs. Kowalczyk, a counselor who will tell us a bit more about this significance. Tell me a little bit about Donut Decision Day.
Well, Donut Decision Day started, I'm guessing, 6 or 7 years ago. Mrs. Marshall, who was a counselor here, we went to a conference and they were talking about what kind of things do you do to celebrate your seniors. And that came up and we're thinking, what a great idea. So we came back and talked to Renaissance because they help us sponsor it. The Renaissance, Jostens provides this huge banner where all the seniors sign. They write their name and what their plans are for after high school. And as just by coming in, we give a donut. So it's kind of like Donut Decision Day. And we didn't have it last year because of COVID. Hopefully we'll bring it back this year. We're not sure how the donuts will work, but it's a plan. It's usually the first week in May. It's just a way for the counselors to see their seniors for one more time before they leave. Because it's usually the week right before finals, and they come in, write their name, where they're going, And then, of course, we do ask them to fill out some things if they haven't done so, like their FAFSA forms, or if they haven't done their senior survey, we get all that together. And then the banner is hung at graduation. So everybody who walks into graduation can see where all the seniors are going. So it's very nice.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
With all the talk of decisions, we now go to our story with Alina Allen to tell us about what it's like being elected senior class president of 2021-2022. Hey, I'm Tyler Becket. I'm here with Alina Allen, your class of 2021-2022 president. Hi, Alina.
Hi, Tyler.
Why did you run for president?
Well, I've been involved in student board since sophomore year, and last year I was elected vice president. So this year I decided, let's make the change. So I ran for president, and I was just super excited about the whole thing.
How did you feel when you won?
I was so excited, but I was very nervous. I got a notification in the middle of 4th hour, and I got an email saying, congratulations, you won, and I started freaking out, and no one knew what was wrong with me, and it was a whole ordeal, but I just felt so honored to represent our class.
Do you have any plans this year as senior president?
I do. I first and foremost want to have the best prom for our student body. I think after everything that we've gone through these past couple of years, I think that we deserve a good prom, a good time to just hang out, and yeah, overall, a good prom.
All right, thank you. This is Alina Allen, your student president. Thank you. I'm sure everyone is excited to be done with school, like I am to be done with this segment. Now back to Colin and Maya.
Thanks, Tyler. It looks like the seniors are up to something pretty normal. This is pretty normal, this weather that we've been having. It's pretty dreary.
You know who else is pretty dreary? Mrs. West. Yearbook participation is at an all-time low, and here's Maddie on trying to recruit some help with Mrs. West.
Thanks, Maya. A pressing matter that is hitting LP is the shortage of the yearbook staff. This is a serious matter that has been greatly affecting the books the staff is producing. This year there are just 3 new students. To learn more about this, we interviewed those 3.
You get to learn more about technology, more about talking to people, and probably get to know a couple new friends.
I've learned to talk to new people because personally I'm very antisocial.
Thank you, girls. Now that you know more about the class, we're going to go to the yearbook editor. Hi, Abby. Thanks for taking the time out of your busy schedule to meet with us. What have you noticed about the yearbook staff?
Thank you for having me. I've noticed over the past 3 years that I've been in yearbook, the numbers have been decreasing steadily. Last year, for example, we started with 12 and ended with 4. This year, we only started with 4 kids. What this does to our staff is it adds more stress because we have to take on all those pages with less people.
So what is your job like in yearbook?
My job in yearbook is the editor. I do a lot of stylistic things, and I make sure that everything is prepared for my students underneath me, and I'm just here as a balance of support. Before they go to West for anything, they'll always come to me. And if I can't figure it out, I go to West.
What would you tell people who are thinking about joining yearbook?
I would tell them if they're thinking about it, there's no harm in trying. You can always leave at semester. I like to tell people that yearbook is more than just taking pictures and making a scrapbook. We actually have an award-winning quality book. I think if you want to join, there's many things you can do. You can work in Photoshop, you can actually go do interviews, and you can work with people that you never knew you would meet before and have lifelong best friends.
To hear more about this, we went to the advisor herself, Miss West. What do you think is causing this change?
I think one of the biggest reasons is just a lack of information about what yearbook is and what we do in here as a class. There's also been a change in some electives, so I think it's a little difficult for people to figure out their schedules, but if they're willing to sit down with their counselor, we could probably figure out some solutions.
What does it take to be in yearbook?
To be in yearbook, I personally and my staff looks for people who are committed to yearbook. They're hard workers, resilient, and creative. We're just looking for new and fresh ideas all the time.
Do you have any closing remarks?
Sure. I mean, we're always looking for photographers, designers. So if you're interested in using Adobe InDesign, the Adobe Photoshop, this is the place for you. We're looking for writers, editors. We have a job for anyone in here. And even if you're into marketing, this is the place to be.
And why should you join yearbook?
Next! Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Maddie. Hopefully you guys find some help soon.
Speaking of news, have you heard about the new dress code debates?
Thank you, Colin and Maya.
John and I are here to report on an issue that's concerned a group of students this year, the LP dress code.
LP High School has a specific dress code in the handbook that is given out to each student at the beginning of the year.
As a public high school, we've always had a dress code, but a group of female students this year feel a dress code is primarily targeting women unfairly.
These students have worn t-shirts that they made addressing this issue, have put up posters and signs around the hallways, and have even talked to administration regarding this issue.
Unfortunately, we weren't able to secure an administrator to comment on the story. So John, how did boys in the building feel about the dress code?
I think the dress code doesn't affect guys as much as it does to girls, but I know for a fact that guys cannot wear cutoffs or tank tops that show their side of their chest or stomach.
Hey Aiden, thanks for meeting with us. Do you think that the dress code targets an unfair demographic of people?
Yes, I think that it is both written and enforced more towards girls, especially girls that have a curvier figure.
Hi Emma, thanks for meeting with us. Do you have any comments to make about the dress code?
Yeah, actually, personally, I think that it is a little bit unfair and is more so targeted to the girls who go to our school, because if you hear about girls getting dress coded, about people getting dress coded, it is more so girls who are getting dress coded, so.
Very well, thank you.
Yep. Thank you to our students who spoke with us about their feelings about the dress code.
Student Council will be discussing this matter in a future meeting.
And I'll be attending the handbook committee meeting in the spring to propose a change to the freshman dress code.
Thank you, Jordan. Now back to Colin and Maya.
Not only am I glad that these topics are being discussed, but I'm also glad that we got our situation figured out.
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot more like myself.
Since we're feeling normal again, let's see how some other students and staff are feeling about this school year so far. Taylor, take it away.
Thank you, Maya and Colin. Hey Cavs, I'm here with senior starting quarterback Sean Whitfield. Sean, how do you think your senior season's going?
Pretty good right now. We're all having fun.
Do you think you all are in a good spot for playoffs this year?
Yeah, 100%.
If you guys attend playoffs, what are your main goals?
State championship.
Thanks, Sean. Now let's snap it off to football center Aiden Van Duzer.
Hi, I'm Analiyah Flores, and I'm here with your center and one of the senior captains of the football team, Aiden Van Duzer. Aiden, what does this year's motto for the football team, Leave Your Legacy, mean?
It's kind of to just build like that known like that we want to be a winning team to the future Cavaliers and to be able to be remembered as one of the great teams at LP.
Sounds great. What was it like being homecoming king?
It was a great honor to be picked by my friends to be represented as the homecoming king of LP, and it was a really great time.
Thank you, Aiden. Let's get back to the streets.
Hi everyone, I'm here with junior Aaron Sendejas. Aaron, has there been any changes to band this year due to COVID? And if so, what are they?
Yeah, there have been a lot of changes to band that are very noticeable. A huge change that has really affected band is competitions. Last year we didn't have any competitions and the band was so bummed about it. But now we plan to come back stronger than ever and beat the other bands that have also struggled during this pandemic.
That's great to know, Aaron. Now back to Analiyah.
Hey Cavs, I'm here with sophomores Abigail Poole and Caleb Bella. How has the school year been so far, considering this is your first real in-person learning?
Pretty good, it's way easier than just online,
You get to socialize more with people in person than you were able to on the computer.
Thank you, let's get back to the streets.
Hello, I'm a freshman, Leo Bruns. Leo, what's your opinion on high school so far?
Good. To see a lot more friends and meet new friends and stuff.
Totally. I'm with freshman Leah Carter. Leah, what's your opinion on high school so far?
I think high school is pretty great. It's a place for everyone, and everyone here is super inclusive.
Is high school what you expected?
Not really. When I first got here, I was really scared and kind of nervous that people weren't going to be as inclusive, but it's been really nice so far.
Well, thank you. Now that we got our student body's take on the school year, it's time to talk to one of our faculty members.
Here with Ms. Hoelzer, who is in the middle of teaching her final year at LP. So Ms. Hoelzer, how are you feeling about your last year?
First of all, thank you so much for asking. You are the first person to ask me that. Honestly, I'm really excited. My husband was a teacher and he retired 3 years ago, so he's kind of waiting for me to be done, and my children are all grown up and living in, 2 of them live in different states, and we have so many plans to travel, so I really can't wait.
What are some of your favorite memories from LP?
I've taught here 19 years, so I have a lot of them. Off the top of my head, honestly, I think some of my greatest memories are sitting in the stadium during graduation. As teachers, we get to be on the field with the graduates and everyone else, the dignitaries that are there, and to watch students that I've taught for 4 years receive their diplomas is always a highlight of the year. The days we got off school, smell day, the day the pipes broke and water went, there was a moisture day, all those kooky days when we got sent home, I will never forget, and I think I might put them in a book someday. And third thing, the classes, honestly, that I've taught, but especially my dual credit speech. and my AP courses, because I've learned so much with that. But my dual credit speech is a labor of love, and it was my degrees, and so it's been a real joy to teach college speech.
Thank you, Ms. Hoelzer, and congratulations on your retirement.
Thank you so much.
Back to you, Maya and Colin.
Thanks, Emmie, and all of the reporters who were able to get insight on the thoughts of some of the people in our building.
Thank you for watching. We hope your first 9 weeks were as good and eventful as ours.
It was an honor to be your anchors for the first CavCast after the rough pandemic year.
Tune in next time. Go Cavs!
Our system's going pretty well right now.
Yeah? How do you think?
You can't laugh.
What?
Hola, Sean. ¿Cómo estás?
Give me one laughs. Sorry.
I'm Analiyah Flores, and I'm here with your center and one of the captains for the
Here, want to go over it real quick?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Alina Flores, and I'm here with one of the center and one of the football captains of the team. Now you got me messed up.
Hi, I'm Analiyah Flores, and I'm here with your center and one of the captains of the football. No. One more time.
No, I'm done.
Hello, I'm a freshman. You can't laugh. Hello, I'm with freshman Leah Carter.
So, Ms. Hoelzer.
Do it again. Take two.
Keep going.
That's fine. That's fine. Alright, is he in the background still? That's fine. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Thanks, guys. And now on to I start with my left foot first. Woo!
Hey.
Yes! Oh my god.
Alright, didn't mean to.
Time out. Sorry.
Okay.